Alright, so I've never really done a video like this before where I kind of go through and break down what I'm seeing in a live form. But basically, what I'm going to do is break down this Carmelo Anthony footage. So I'm not going to go through the whole 16 minutes, but I'll give you a few minutes and just you'll kind of get to see where my thought process is going the whole time. So I'll rewind stuff, I'll put stuff in slow motion, and really give you an idea for what I'm doing, or an idea of what I'm doing and what I'm thinking as I'm breaking down film. So we'll get started. So first play, just watching this, boom. First thing I see, pretty easy to see on this one. Takes that hard dribble downhill. Odom right here, turns his hips, big time. Melo takes that short stop, so you can see his leg stop right here. Like you can see his knee is pretty much fully extended because he's really trying to get into a deceleration position and plant, because he already has that. He already has Odom turning his hips, sprinting towards the basket. So that's easy pull up right there. You'll see it probably even better on this angle. Boom, Odom turns his hips, and that's something you'll look for a lot when you're watching players in the mid-range. See what happens here. All right, so nothing stood out big time, so this will happen a lot where nothing stands out as clearly as it did on that last one. So you just got to rewatch it a couple times. It's a little bit short pull up, shorter than normal. So that may be something. Yeah, definitely. So something here that I'm watching. Once again, very basic play, but a very valuable piece of information right here. So he sees right here, he knows his defender is going to turn his hips. He knows it's over. So if his defender is trying to beat him to this spot downhill, why would Melo go to that spot? Right? So he takes that very short dribble. Watch how it takes 5 seconds to get back, but watch how he starts right about here. Watch, he probably travels only a foot or two, maybe 2-3 feet that way, lateral for that bucket. Same thing kind of here. This is in terms of the lateral focus. So if I go in slow-mo, this is a very, very good tool right here, so I suggest you use it. I'll just go 0.5 for this one. Boom, gets him off his feet. He sees this defender right here taking that spot downhill, because this defender is thinking, all right, he's going to take that downhill dribble, I'll beat him to that spot, contest that pull-up. Melo sees that, takes the dribble laterally this way. He's got some open space. Get back to that. Boom, next play. Watch this one in slow-mo. Sometimes I like to watch slow-mo from the start. Sometimes I watch it in regular speed first. It really just depends what mood I'm in. All right, boom. So first thing, I just randomly pause it right here. Top foot. Melo sees that, attacks it. He's gonna drop it, I'm sure. Yep, drops that foot. Melo stops short. Same thing. See how I'm noticing trends already too right here? So I'm already seeing what to look for. Attacks that top foot, short pull up, cash. Very mundane play. If you watch that on TV, you probably wouldn't see any details, but I'm telling you, they're on every single one of these plays. Alright, right here, he is getting a little bit pressured right here. So he leans, notice balls all the way away from his defender. So he's in between his defender and the ball. Steps through right here, his foot is past the defender's base. Noticing all these details. Gets pushed back on his heels now. I don't know if that's going to mean anything. Not really. Short pull up right here. Didn't work off the first one, but he literally only travels a couple inches on that. Pierce falls for it. Swatch on the pump fake. Short pull up. Gets into that shot pocket very well. That's something I noted on one of the tables in the ebook. Gets up into it quick. Sells it almost up to his head, which is normally fine. I'm not a big fan of selling it all the way above your head in terms of a pump fake, but sells it up right here. Not the best pump fake, but he drops his hips, raises the ball. It's good enough. Pierce up in the air, shoots a balance shot. Boom. All right. Also, always consider the context. So, right here, I know this is his Thunder days. This isn't his Knicks days, not his Nuggets days. So his style of play will probably be a bit different. So just keep that in context for every single piece of film that you break down. Boom. Short pull up, raise up, same thing. Rewind it just to see if I missed anything. Sells that move, with that weight very well. May have traveled a little bit, who cares? Defender or the ref's looking at it, he's not gonna call it. Sees that he gets him right here, because all the weight's on this foot. Boom. Short pull up, no reason to go into him. If he's taking a long pull up, he's gonna go into his defender. Raise up, high set point, easy. So right now, real quick, before we move forward, we're seeing some trends, right? So we're seeing attacking top foot, creating his space with his body, so making sure that his defender's not pressed up on him, like in that, especially in that Paul Pierce play. And then short lateral pull-ups. So these are all things that I'll be writing down right now. So this is off the dribble, so definitely take that into context. And this is a way different shot right here. So I'm gonna put this in slow-mo. I'll show you guys what 0.25 speed looks like. All right, so really analyzing everything. What's he seeing right now? So look through his eyes. What's he seeing? Seeing two help defenders right here are clogging up the paint, but two defenders are right here, two help defenders are right here. That means the rest of the court is more so open because two guys are in one place. These guys are both focused on him. Offense pretty stagnant, nothing special. Gets into a little hang right here. Not sure what he's doing, but comes up. Probably trying to get into this short pull-up, but he knows he's not going to shoot it over his own teammate. Tries to use that screen a little bit. And then this is just a mellow shot, maybe because the shot clock's going down, but it's just a shot that he would take. Sometimes there won't be big findings, and that's okay, because we have 16 minutes of this stuff. Boom. Guess what? Same thing. Same exact thing right here. Top foot. Use that negative step. Cover ground. Excuse me. Explode out. Don't cover ground. Short step. A little bit lateral. Boom. Easy. Same thing as some of the plays that we already evaluated. Same thing right here. Just different footwork. So this is interesting footwork right here. Especially when you see stuff that really stands out like this, go back and take a look at it. So literally the same thing as the last play. Sees the top foot, uses that negative step, gets by. I'm guessing he was probably trying to go to the bucket here because he didn't really have that footwork. He's still in that acceleration position right here. Takes one step, sees Stoudemire coming up. So he's got to stop short, and he's able to use that footwork. So maybe write down something if you're taking notes, like able to use very versatile footworks, or able to use the outside foot to stop for a shot, or something kind of a preliminary note about what you just saw. All right, mind you, all this is, we're only 1 minute and 9 seconds into it right now. So it's a lot of stuff in that first minute or so. Same idea right here. Definitely a little bit different though, so I'll slow it down. Sees, well, this time he's opened up. The defender's opened up, so that top foot is actually here. I'll go back to this because this is interesting. So the defender's top foot's here, but he's shading him to this side because the defender, if you try to go over that top foot, he would already be here. But he's so opened up, like look at this. He can't go over that way. But the reason why he can is because he's giving him this left side. So he takes that dribble, he feels this contact, so he's getting that kind of feedback, and he knows he's going to use it against him. So boom, maybe gives him a little jab with the off arm right there, but they're never going to call that at any level in my opinion. Short 1-2, raise up. So now that's 2 plays with pretty serious contact being used. So maybe write that down. And again, you can always erase these things or cross them out later, but just write down everything that you think of. Alright, well, I stopped a little bit too late, but I did want to say that something that I start doing once I get pretty familiar with the player is guessing what they're going to do, or at least trying to guess what they're going to do. So this right here is the same position as the last possession. Top foot is up right here, but it's going to be hard to get over this because it's literally at the level of Melo's right foot. So my guess is going to go middle. Obviously you guys saw that that was going to happen already, but going to go middle right here. It gets contact, boom. So yeah, definitely emphasize using contact to his advantage. Interesting right here, boom, short pull up, catches on that hop right there. So now he has he picks it up early, but he has a very flexible base for his footwork as he hops, jabs, sees his defenders off balance, short pull up, rotates a little bit in midair, boom. Same thing right here. So this is all a trend, and this is why I wanted to start you guys off with this Melo video. Watch, same thing, short, defender can't get up in the air. So this is why I wanted to start you guys with this Melo video, is because one, all of these are just so mundane. Like I said, like these aren't gonna make SportsCenter top 10. These aren't gonna make any crazy highlight reel, any House of Highlights, Bleacher Report on Instagram, whatever. But they get buckets. Like this is consistently giving him 2 points on 2 points on 2 points. So this is where he makes his living. And he does the same things very well every time. And this is really beautiful film to break down because of this. So this is why I just want to start you guys off with this. As you see, he's still doing the same stuff. So continue to write everything down. Take note of the little things. Very short pull up right there. Beautiful. And then take the next step. Take the next step. If you guys haven't finished the ebook by this time, continue it and then get to work.